welcome to my kitchen. My name is Sherry, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a really delicious sweet and savory maple flavored sausage gravy. So that is a mouthful. But this is going to be a perfect accompaniment for the 3-ingredient buttermilk biscuits I'm going to be making later on this afternoon. So I'm going to post a link to that video in the description below, along with the full recipe for the gravy. So to get started, I have got 12 ounces of maple flavored sausage. And we're just going to go ahead and drop this down. We're going to do this in a saucepan. I've just always found it a little bit easier to make my gravy in a saucepan versus doing it in a skillet. So we're just going to brown this. And I am using my Pampered Chef. This is our mix and chop, and this is a fabulous tool. It is a customer favorite. So it's just great for breaking any kind of meat into little pieces. And it'll work a little bit better once I get this cooked. But it's really great if you have like, you're trying to thaw out ground beef in the microwave and you pull it out and you always got that chunk in the center that's still frozen, and sometimes you just throw it in the pan anyway. This tool is fabulous for that because it's going to help break that up even more. So I'm going to go ahead and brown this, and then I'll show you everything else we're going to add to it. All right, as you can see, our sausage is nice and brown, and our mix and chop has done a wonderful job of crumbling up all this meat. So again, the link to this cool little tool here is in the description below. So next thing I want to add is I'm going to add about a tablespoon of bacon grease, just because I like the flavor that it gives. You could always add butter. I just like the flavor of like bacon and sausage together. All right, so we're just going to stir that in. And then once our bacon grease has melted, and you need to try the sausage, make sure it's good. Yeah, I love the flavor of bacon in there. The next thing we want to do is add just enough flour that it's going to soak up all the bacon grease and all of the grease from the sausage. And this is what's going to make our roux. So a roux is really just equal parts of flour and fat, and then this is what thickens up your sausage. Okay, so now we want to add about, hopefully I have enough room in the saucepan, we want to add about 3 cups of milk. We'll start with 2. And then I'm going to whisk this together. Yeah, I'm going to turn my burner up just a little bit higher. I don't want to cook it too high. I don't want to cook it too fast. I want to kind of cook it at a medium heat. I want to give it time to cook out that flour flavor. And if you cook it too fast, it will. If it thickens up too fast, you're going to get that raw kind of flour taste in there, and we don't want that. Okay, so now we're going to add a little bit of fresh cracked pepper. And I like a lot of pepper in my sausage gravy, so just when I think I have enough, I usually add more. Then we're going to add a little bit of salt, so maybe half a teaspoon or so. Then we're going to add a couple of, oops, I didn't open it yet. We're going to add a couple of tablespoons of maple syrup. So our sausage was flavored maple, then we're going to add the maple syrup, so it's just going to add another layer of flavor to it. So maybe about 2 tablespoons. And then one other thing we're going to add, which I just love this part of it, is just a little bit of sage. Maybe 1/4 teaspoon or so. I really don't need that much of it. But it just adds a nice kind of savory kick in with all that sweet. And I just love it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and add in another half a cup of milk. And then we're going to bring this up to kind of a slow boil, just until it gets nice and thick. Our gravy is just about done. I do want to mention, I think I may have been a bit confusing earlier. I said we want to cook this on a lower heat, maybe around medium, but I also said I wanted to bring it up to a boil. So basically what I do is after I've got my milk mixed in, I leave it up on about medium high to high until I see bubbles form. So it's almost at a boil, and then I turn it down and I just keep whisking until it starts to thicken like this. So this is looking really good. I cannot wait for my biscuits to come out of the oven, but I'm going to go ahead and give it a try now, just to make sure we've got our seasonings correct. I forgot how good this is. I haven't made this in a while. So I hope y'all give this a try. It is really good. I love the maple flavor in here, and I think it's perfect. Maybe if you have family over Christmas morning, Easter morning, whatever, and you just want to make a breakfast and you just want to give it that extra little, make it kind of special, I think this is a perfect way to do it. So I hope y'all enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Bye.